Hey YouTube, this is Comet back again with another MetaHero video. Thanks for clicking on my video, and for all my new viewers, heads up, I am not a financial advisor, so please do your own research before making any investments. And before we go on to talk about MetaHero, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for any future updates. Now what a crazy past 3 days we had. For all of you that don't know, Rob Grin, the founder of MetaHero, and his team have been in Dubai for the last 3 days for the Future Blockchain Summit 2021. And as you may have already heard or seen in my recent video, which you can click on top to see, MetaHero released their version 3 Meta Scanner at the summit. It was truly a sight to be seen. So from my understanding, everybody in attendance was captivated with this product. Not to mention, to be excited as hell to be scanned by the version 3 Metascanner. Personally, I wish I was there. I wish I can get scanned, but Dubai wasn't on my travel list this year, and I think it was probably invite only. So Rob, if you're listening, fly your boy Comet out there to get scanned. Now with all this hype, why did we see such a dip in price today? Now I'm gonna get to that in a minute. There was also a video released a couple hours ago from Rob, basically explaining all the energy and hype that was inside this convention. So instead of me playing this entire video, I highly recommend you going to YouTube or Twitter, watching this video. It's only about 6 minutes long. Rob conveys how awesome the experience was, how engaged, and explained how he knew everybody was really expecting MetaHero to be put on a tier 1 exchange. But at this moment, MetaHero was focused on this summit. They wanted to come out with a successful, viable product, which they did, and display it for the world. You know, this is one of those things that I don't think you really appreciate or understand the gravity of the project until you're there in person. Like he even noted that the celebrities that got inside the Metascanner, minds were blown once they were able to get scanned and see the final result. It's just next level stuff. And another thing he mentioned is that Dubai's Museum of the Future asked if they could put a Metascanner inside their museum. You know, when I heard that, I mean, that's historical. This is actually was a historical event. The things that are come out of this project through this 3D imaging technology can't really be fathomed yet. There's so many things that can be done with this technology that we haven't even scratched the surface yet. Now we have a scanner. So for the past 3 days, Rob and his team were networking with highly motivated investors to make this project global. Now you have to remember, this project's only a few months old and it's halfway to $1 billion market cap, which makes me super excited to see what's going to happen in the next couple weeks and the next couple months. Like I told you guys in my past videos, I'm in this for the long term. Hell or high water, I'm holding my MetaHero. Now I don't have a huge bag. However, I did capitalize on that big dip that we had today. Now I want to say it again. We're gonna go take a look at those numbers in a second, but if you have a chance, after my video, and after you like my video, head over to YouTube or Twitter, check out this video Rob just made a few hours ago, and determine for yourself where this project's gonna go over the next few months. Now for the big question, why did MetaHero take such a huge dip? Now we're currently sitting at 9 cents, coming off of 17 cents just 3 days ago. So this is actually the day of the summit. So this is the entire first day leading up to the pinnacle, and then boom, massive sell-off. Then as you see, bounce back up, kind of sideways traded, boom, massive sell-off. I mean, it happened 3 times. And you could probably consider today too a sell-off because it did shoot back up to around 11-ish cents and then shot back down to the current position we're in now. Now, as you all know, I am not a financial advisor, but there's nothing that I've seen from the information that I gathered from the summit and from what Rob Grin has said or any articles that I've read to explain why there were sell-offs. However, I do have one theory, and everybody listening probably has heard this statement. The most simplest explanation is usually correct. Like I said, you probably all have heard that before. So what's the simplest explanation? Well, people took profits. Between the 16th and the 17th, the price was approaching an all-time high, and then massive sell-ups happened. People that got in early, people that maybe have been sitting on it since 3 cents. Well, actually, I got in around 3 cents. I got in right through around here, but maybe people that are sitting here at 1 cent or before it was a penny. They took their profits, and that's that. It is what it is. No negative news has come out. No FUD is circulating. People have taken profits, and usually when there's a big sell-off, people get nervous. They follow suit. It's the same scenario as FOMO. When something's going up, you automatically want to jump in, not realizing that eventually someone's going to sell. And the price you bought in at may not be that same high price within a couple hours or a couple days. Now, as you can see from this chart too, the trading volume skyrocketed. And as you can see at the end of the chart, which would be today, the 24-hour volume is massively elevated. And today's trading volume was just over 148 million. And the current market cap is just over 465 million, almost 466. So you're probably asking me, Comet, why are you telling us all this? It's all obvious. I guess my point is, so what? If you bought in at the all-time high or close to the all-time high, and you're at this situation you're in now, I could see a little bit of cause of worry, but it's not much. It's not that big of a deal. Now, if you were planning on scalping this project, yeah, I'd be a little bit worried too, because we're probably going to float around this for a little while, and then within the next week or so, yeah, we're gonna grind our way right back up, and I see ourselves at the 13, 14 level, and I'm okay with that. But I looked at this as a buying opportunity. I actually got excited, and anybody on the MetaHero team listening to this, if you guys actually watch this, don't get mad. I was hoping it crashed. I was hoping it crashed even further, because when I originally bought in, I bought in at 3 cents, and I've been holding ever since. Now, I'm not gonna lie, when it came to 13 cents a few days ago, I took some profit, but I was hoping it was gonna drop back down so I could buy more. Well, guess what? That day came true today, and your boy Kanga is an opportunist, because I believe in the project, but I'm not a dummy either. I wanna buy in at the lowest possible price. So when I see this, I say MetaHero is on sale. I got in at just over 7 cents, somewhere between the 7 and 8 cent mark. And then you had the taxes included and all that stuff. So yeah, I probably ended up paying 9 or 10 cents for it, but I still got in at that point. I was watching this all morning while I was at work, just keep glancing at my phone. And then when I seen it hit that 7, I'm like, yes, this is the time. This is the time to buy. So for all you people out there that actually took advantage of this, actually made their bags bigger, or possibly you're waiting for a good entrance point, congratulations, you are literally ahead. It doesn't matter, it only went up 2 cents. It really doesn't. And honestly, at this price point, any of this is good. You're talking a difference between a few cents. Now, if you're dealing with tens of thousands of dollars or millions of dollars, yeah, those cents add up. This is a project that, if you watch my video on the math of this, if we could reach $1, which I'll post on the link above, I explain what has to happen MetaHero to hit $1. And now I use conservative numbers. Go check that video out. But at the current circulating supply, MetaHero has to have a $5.7 billion market cap. Now we're at $500 million right now. And yes, is that a far cry? Of course it is. It's not unrealistic at all. We all know that we're going to approach that $1 billion market cap. I mean, it's inevitable at this point. And that's obviously my opinion. I would highly suggest that that's going to happen. That puts us right back up to 17 cents. And then at 1.2 billion, that puts us in the low 20s. And I'm not trying to go through that whole graph that I made. Go watch that video. I explain everything. My point is, this project is unreal. This is technology. You're investing in technology right now. You're investing in something that looks like it's from the future. And I even said that in my last video when I was looking at the scanner through the summit. I mean, literally, it feels like I'm watching something that came out of a movie, and that excites the hell out of me. I mean, this isn't some bullshit meme coin. This is something that has real cashews and is developed. It is real. It exists today. It's not a concept. This isn't a Kickstarter. We're past that now. We're way past that now. I hope you all are as excited as I am, because you should be. If you're invested in this project, you should be pretty damn excited. All right, enough of all that. I'm gonna wrap it up, but I also want to take a look at the holder count. So I'm gonna refresh the screen here. And we are sitting at 90,414 holders, just shy of that 100,000 holder mark. So we got close to 9,500 more holders to hit that 100,000 mark. And I don't think that's going to be an issue. So coincidentally, I was talking to some of my coworkers earlier today because I was getting excited how far the price dropped. And they're probably going to be listening to this video, which is awesome. So I'm doing my part. I'm getting us holders, via YouTube, via work, via family. When I invest in projects, I don't really talk about that a lot with friends and family, unless they're into crypto. Now, my dad or, close family, I'll talk about some different investments I made. But this is one that I've told many, many, many people about. And most of the projects I do talk about, I hold most of them. Only several of them I really don't hold. And it's not because I don't really like the project. It's just, I want to be invested in projects that I know are going to be around and are going to evolve over the next 1, 2, 5, 10 years. Not just something I'm going to hold for 10 years so I could turn over a profit. It's something I know that's going to have cashews and expand upon that. And like I said, I'm just super excited. I know if you could probably tell by this whole video, I was so hyped that I was able to buy that dip at 7-ish cents. It kind of made my day. All right, gang, that about wraps it up. This video is kind of not pointed or have any direction, I don't think. I just wanted to talk about MetaHero, truthfully. Not for the views, not for just the sake of making a video. There's literally 10 or 15 videos that I could have made today just for views. And sometimes, YouTubers end up doing that, especially if they like the project. I try to talk about things that I like or that I'm interested in or that a subscriber mentions, and I know that they've been supporting me for a long time. So I want to talk about a project that they like. And as you can see from my channel, I've only been around for a few months, and I really haven't been hitting it hard because I don't have time to make videos all the time. I do have a real job, a good job too. So I can't just sit around here and make videos. I would love to make 5 videos a day, but I can't do that. So what I'm getting at is when I do make a video, I want it to be quality, at least the best quality that I can provide. And I want it to be on a topic that is engaging to you and something that I like. And today I only had time, because I worked a little bit late, to make one video. And this is the video I chose to make. I want to talk about MetaHero. I want to see MetaHero succeed. I want to be there when MetaHero hits $1, when it hits $10, when it hits $50. And it's not even about the monetary value. I want to see the products. I'm a huge tech nerd. I'm a gamer. I love gaming. I know this is not limited to gaming. I love sci-fi also. You know, I love sci-fi movies. I have my whole life since I was a kid. And this is something that you would imagine as a child, but it's here now. You know, it's like when cell phones came out. If you're a boomer into comic books, you probably know who Dick Tracy is. Dick Tracy had a watch phone. That's how he would communicate to other people. People at that time, minds were boggled. They were blown. What do you mean you could talk on your watch and it was like a phone and you could talk to people that weren't there in other locations? And then, you know, how many years? 50 years later, you know, we have mobile phones. We have iPhone watches that you could actually speak into. Well, this is like that in a way. This is revolutionary. This is something, if you would have thought about, you would see something similar possibly in movies in the 80s, 90s, early 2000s. Here we are. Right now, this exists. So, like I said, I'm excited. I hope you're as excited as me. I really appreciate you watching my video. Sorry I went on a little tangent there. I just, like I said, I really didn't plan this video. I just wanted to talk about MetaHero because I was excited about it. So like I always like to remind you all, don't forget to like, subscribe, punch that notification bell. Take care and have a blessed day.